What's up, Beaners? Day 16. Today, we got all that situated from yesterday. We still got to mount up the shocks, but I'm going to go ahead and do all the spindle mods. So for this one, this is a 5/8 bolt. And here I have a 5/8 drill bit. So we need to drill this out for that bolt. So I'm gonna go ahead and do both of them. And then I'll set them outside so we could pressure wash them and get a lot of this baked on grease and shit off of it. We'll start with that. And then before we put the spindle back on, we'll notch that little corner so you can gain some clearance for the arms. And then once we get full articulation, then we'll see where the shocks are gonna go. Let's get it. And that's that, fellas. Just be careful when you get to the ends, because that's an easy way to break your wrist. This shit fucking hurt. Anyway, I'll throw these outside, pressure wash them, and then I'll get you guys back once I start cutting those little corners out. Alright guys, so we cut this out. Now, we have a little more room to lay out. Not much, but it's a little more. So now, I was looking through the pictures on Infamous website for these shock, these shock pockets. And from the looks of it, I'll post a picture up. It looks like it lines up with this mount, like I guess this edge straight down, and you cut the pocket out, and it's recessed about as far as this tab goes. So let's try to knock that out. All right, we're back. I think I figured it out. So the dimensions that are on Infamous website don't match up with what we got, but I'm thinking it's because we have a C3500 and it looks like they installed those on a C1500. So I'm thinking the C1500 has a shorter frame. We have a C3500, which I'm assuming is about, I don't know, a ½ inch to 1 inch taller. So the measurements on the website didn't really match up, so I ended up having to wing it. But the way it's set up now, the angles are good for the control arm. I still gotta attach that, and I gotta make a tab to weld this piece on. So, excuse me. I just have it tacked on right now. I have to make a filler piece for the inside, and then I fucked this cut up because at first I had it a little too straight, and I pretty much put it at the angle of the bushing, but that would put the shock further away from the control arm. So I ended up having to cut it more on this side and angle it this way so the shock can land pretty much straight with this control arm instead of aligning it with the top one. So it's no biggie. I'll make a filler plate to fill this in, and then I'll probably just try to fill this in with like a filler rod or something. And then I gotta make a plate for the inside right here. And then I still gotta make a filler plate to bridge the gap here, from here to here. So I'll get the passenger side done, and then we'll start cutting up filler pieces and welding these all the way on. That other side, I shouldn't have to make a bunch of filler pieces except for maybe this one and the one down here. But at least now I know what I'm doing with this one. The passenger side will go a little bit easier. There was a lot of tacking, break it off, tacking it, break it off. But we got it. And I put the spindle on it just to test out the turning radius, and it looks like we'll clear the wheel. I'm not sure about this right here, but if we have to, we'll just trim it until it doesn't rub. But yeah, I think we got it. We're getting there, slowly but surely. All right, guys. So see, this one's a lot cleaner because I didn't know what to do since I messed that other one up. So we got that fully welded in. We just need to make the little filler piece for here and here. And I got some cardboard I can cut up, make some templates. And I got a piece of flat, I got a flat piece of like a metal strap I can use to cut those out. Let's knock this one out first, since it's the ugliest one. And we'll go from there. All right, fellas, that's what we got. Got that filler plate in, got that filled in, got that one filled in. Also, got this side done. Everything's done on the suspension part. The only last thing I gotta do, I went ahead and notched the front of the frame here. I don't know if I gotta go that deep, but I might as well do it now and not be shallow enough, because what I wanna do is run the stock AC compressor from the 2008 motor. So it's gonna be, the good thing about these, the 2500 and 3500s have a pedestal to raise the engine a little bit. So either way, I'm gonna put the notch in it. That way I can run a low mount AC compressor. And I got everything mocked up. I just need to cut them out of this piece of plate and then tack them in and weld it up. Once we do that tomorrow, we'll be completely done. The only other thing I gotta do is weld the lower shock mount to the control arm. But that should be pretty quick. But I got that mocked up. I just need to cut out the pieces, weld them in, and then we can start pulling the control arms, or pulling the lower shock mounts, and then start assembling everything. Don't forget, we still got a rattle can, all this shit. But anyway, you guys, we got a lot done. We're almost there. Thanks for hanging out, Beaners. Peace.